Okay, Gary, Boxing Day's result must have been a huge boost for the team, but also the performance as well. What did you think?
Yeah, very, very happy for our football club, really. I mean, it was a great day as far as on and off the field. It was. We saw 4 fantastic goals by our team, actually 2 good goals by the opposition team as well. And I just felt it was an entertaining game for our supporters that turned up in their numbers, which is, as you know, so important to me, and has become very important to the players. They're aware of it. They was very aware of. We nearly got 4,000 supporters, and the atmosphere they created was fantastic, and it was very conducive to the boys putting in a performance that was very, very strong, but very confident. And all the goals that were scored with great confidence. Nobody was worried about anyone that was going to moan if they miskicked it or something. So it was a great day, and I'm proud to be associated with Torquay United. The players are good, as you would imagine. There's a buoyancy about them, and a confidence, and a camaraderie. You know, we have this saying of teammates you can rely on, and I think they all trust what they're doing. They trust themselves. They trust what they're doing, the tactics and the philosophy, etc. And they trust their teammates, and that's massive. Because if you're going to make runs, you've got to be pretty sure that the fella on the ball can find that run. The fella on the ball's got to be sure that you're probably going to make that run, and obviously the work rate amongst the lads is second to none. So at this moment in time, all's well, and we're always, every time now, we're looking always forward to the next game, because we've enjoyed the last.
Absolutely. You say, talk about confidence. The players do things a lot quicker, a lot easier when they're in high confidence. It's one of those parts of the game that it's hard to describe, and only comes really from getting results, doesn't it?
It does, and it's that confidence means that you make more correct decisions than poor ones, because you're playing with a freedom. You know, there's no gremlins sitting on your shoulder. Don't do that. Don't do that. You can't do that. And they're just playing with that freedom, and that is exactly what happens when a team is going well. It's winning games. It is very comfortable with the information that's gone into their heads, and it's a game that they can all cope with. They've all got the quality to handle what we're asking them to do. So we need to keep that going. I hope there isn't, but I'm sure that there'll be something that happens to us where an iceberg does get in our way once or twice. But at the moment we're getting through it. We're getting round them, and things are looking very, very bright for us at this moment in time.
Tell us about Saturday's game then, and the challenge that Gloucester will pose us.
Well, I said before that they are that wounded animal, if you like, and they've got nothing to lose. I don't think they've won for a little while. Certainly, the manager that's there now is a good manager. He's done well in the past, and he's been a good player. He's obviously been here, hasn't he, at Torquay? So we'll wish him welcome back. But we also know that it's a game that the bookies will have us as favourites, that's for sure, and we've got to play that way. But because nobody expects necessarily them to win, that makes them very, very dangerous. And I know 2 or 3 of their players, and they're okay. I work with 2 or 3 of them. Obviously, Andre Wright, we know he's playing there, and the other striker, Harry Williams, and I know Joe Hanks. So, and they can all play, and they've all done a bit. So we've got to be careful that we don't just dismiss them. We won't do that. I'll never do that. And they've got an underdog's chance of getting a result because they got nothing to lose.
Tell us as much as you can about your plans to add to the squad.
there's always plans to add to the squad, but we've always got to make sure that when you add to the squad, it's not always short term. You've got to get the right player in for the longish term. I mean, obviously we've still got half the season to go, but you've got to make sure that if you're bringing in players, it's going to enhance the squad and not just be a number for the squad. At the moment, we're one or two players short, but we want to, as far as the squad is concerned. But we need to make sure that the people that we do bring in are people that will take us through this level and compete at the next level should we get there.
Taking us back to the Boxing Day game and a crowd that surprised a few and was fantastic to see on the day. It'd be great to see something like that again on Saturday, wouldn't it?
That'd be fantastic if that becomes a normal gate. That'd be really nice. Everybody enjoyed it. I promise them that my talk before the game, our talk during training, our tactics in training is there to entertain them, and that's what I'll try and do, and that's what I've always tried to do. We've scored lots of goals, so we're not just talking a good game. But I think our supporters are seeing the players develop as well. You know, obviously if people are at this level, often it's because they lack that consistency, but we're getting that consistency now, and if we can get the consistency off the field and get between 3,000s and 4,000s every week, and they get to know and we get an affinity with the players and the crowd and the players, then as you know in football, when everything's right on and off the field, then watch that club go.